A guy named Ray made $85,000 a year for 15 straight years. Good job. Steady raises. No crazy debt. No gambling problem. No secret addiction draining his bank account. And at 45 years old, he had $12,000 saved. Total. After 15 years of decent income, he wasn't lazy. He wasn't stupid. He was doing 7 things every single day that felt completely normal, completely harmless, and those 7 things quietly drained everything he could have built. I'm Matt. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which 7 daily habits are quietly bleeding you dry, and the tiny adjustment that flips each one from a wealth killer into something basically harmless. Habit number 1. Checking your phone for prices before you buy anything, instead of checking your budget. Most people make spending decisions by asking, is this a good deal? 40% off. Limited time offer. The question being asked is never, can I afford this? The question is, am I getting a good deal on this? A guy buys a jacket for $60, marked down from $120. He feels like he saved $60. He actually spent $60 he hadn't planned to spend at all. The discount made the spending feel like winning instead of feeling like spending. Estimated cost of this single habit over a decade for the average person, somewhere between $18,000 and $35,000 in money that could have compounded instead. Habit number 2. Treating your debit card balance like your actual net worth. Your checking account number is not your financial health. It's just the cash sitting closest to you right now. A woman checking her account sees $2,400 and feels flush. She doesn't see that $1,800 of that is already promised to bills landing in the next 2 weeks. She has $600 of actual breathing room and is making decisions like she has $2,400. This gap between displayed balance and real available money is responsible for more overdraft fees and credit card reliance than almost anything else in personal finance. Habit number 3. Upgrading your life every time your income goes up instead of investing the gap. You get a raise. You move to a slightly nicer apartment. Each individual upgrade feels completely reasonable in isolation. You earned it. You deserve it. But lifestyle expanding in lockstep with income means the gap between what you earn and what you spend, the only raw material wealth is ever built from, never grows. 2 people earning identical incomes over 30 years can end up with $1 million difference in net worth, and the only variable was whether their spending grew alongside their income. Habit number 4. Paying for convenience you don't actually need on a daily basis. Delivery fees instead of picking up. Premium parking instead of walking 2 extra minutes. Each one costs $3 to $8. Each one feels too small to think about, which is exactly the problem. A person spending an extra $6 a day on convenience fees they don't actually need is spending about $2,190 a year, invested instead at 7% average returns over 20 years. That habit alone costs approximately $96,000 in lost wealth. Not because coffee is evil, because $6 a day compounds the same way $500 a month does, just slower and quieter. Habit number 5. Letting subscriptions accumulate without ever auditing them. The average American adult is paying for somewhere between 7 and 12 recurring subscriptions at any given time, and studies consistently show people underestimate their actual subscription spending by 200% to 300% when asked to guess from memory. A gym membership for a gym you visited 4 times 2 years ago. These charges hit your account on autopilot, specifically because companies know that friction protects revenue. A person carrying $85 a month in subscriptions they're not actively using is bleeding $1,020 a year for nothing. The fix is a single 20-minute audit every 6 months. Habit number 6. Avoiding looking at your financial accounts because it makes you anxious. This is the quietest habit on the list, and possibly the most damaging, because it's invisible even to the person doing it. Avoidance feels like nothing is happening, but nothing happening is exactly the problem. You cannot fix a gap you refuse to measure. Financial anxiety creates a vicious cycle. Avoidance increases uncertainty. Uncertainty increases anxiety. Anxiety increases avoidance. The only way out is starting small, 5 minutes once a week. Not analyzing everything, just looking. Habit number 7. Treating debt payments and savings as separate, sequential goals. Instead of simultaneous priorities, people wait until debt is fully paid off before starting to invest anything, treating these as two stages of life that must happen in strict order. But waiting means every month of delayed investing is a month of compounding you can never recover, regardless of how virtuous the waiting feels. Someone who starts investing $100 a month immediately while still paying down debt ends up significantly wealthier at retirement than someone who waits 5 years to be debt-free first. So here's what actually fixes all 7 of these. And it's not 7 different solutions, it's one underlying behavior. Make awareness automatic, and make good decisions requires zero ongoing willpower. Set up automatic transfers so investing happens before you can spend the money. Set calendar reminders for subscription audits so they happen whether you feel like it or not. Build a simple weekly 5-minute account check into your routine, same day, same time, every week. Willpower is a terrible long-term financial strategy because willpower fluctuates daily. Systems don't fluctuate. Systems just run. Ray, the guy from the beginning with $12,000 after 15 years of decent income, he's actually doing well now. Not because he got a raise, because he found and fixed 5 of these 7 habits in about 6 months. He automated his investing before he could touch the money. He audited his subscriptions and cut $140 a month in stuff he'd forgotten about. He started checking his accounts weekly instead of avoiding them. None of it felt dramatic. None of it felt like a sacrifice. It felt almost boring, which is exactly what good financial decisions are supposed to feel like. These 7 habits are dangerous specifically because none of them individually look like a problem. They're each small enough to ignore and consistent enough to compound into something massive over time. Awareness is the prerequisite for every fix on this list. You cannot improve what you refuse to look at.